you to Sentinel High School's Hour on MCAT.
It's the Mutha bleeping hour. That was Dan's idea, and Dan is cool. Anyway, we're going to talk about news or something for you, our viewers,
Sentinel
our audience.
students.
Sentinel audience. Even though you don't have to go Sentinel, you could go to a different school, and we'd still like you to be our audience.
We're going to talk about the carousel being built downtown, and this is a video being produced by the Journalism 1 students from Sentinel. Mr. Severson teaches that class.
A carousel for Missoula is nearing its completion date set for the end of next month, and soon Missoula, Montana will be home to the first completely hand-carved carousel in the world to be built in over 60 years. Beginning as an idea formed by Chuck Capridge, a Missoula woodcarver, the carousel has expanded and gathered support from the community rapidly. The completed project, located in Riverside Caras Park, will be the product of over 3 years of work by Capridge and dozens of other volunteers. Jay Kirby, a Missoula architect, designed the building which houses the carousel.
The other main thing that we wanted to get across was the fact that it was a building that housed a carousel, and I think that's one of the main reasons that our project was selected over some of the others. Immediately, as you look at this project, you know that it's a building that has a carousel. It's just turned out to be such an excellent project with the kind of people that have been working on it from the very beginning. Everybody is just so excited and so happy about the project that it's one of those kind of projects that couldn't possibly go wrong because there's all these good feelings.
The building contains the carousel, a gift shop, and an authentic band organ that took over a year and a half to construct. Each of the 38 ponies on the carousel required about 800 hours each to carve and weigh up to 200 pounds. Alongside the ponies will sit 2 chariots for the handicapped. The latest furnishing, however, will be a ring machine, so children on the outside row of horses will be able to reach out and grab the brass ring for a free ride.
Person at Sentinel got let's see. We're not going to mention names. I swear it's not me, just so you know, in case it's somebody I know watching. Look at this. 5 detentions for tobacco violation at Sentinel High School. Okay. I won't say the time because then they could figure out who it is. But noon detention rules. Students must be in room 215 before 11:39. Notice it's corrected. Once was 11:40. Notice it's 11:39. If you miss that minute, you're dead, okay? Students may not bring food or drink to detention study hall. That's a given, okay? Students are to bring school materials to work while in detention. I think that's beyond the call of duty. Bring schoolwork. I don't do schoolwork ever. Why should I do it when I'm in trouble? Okay. Well, not me, because this isn't me. I guarantee it.
The worst is that you cannot sleep in study hall. I mean detention. Yeah.
Yeah. Talking, disrupting the detention study hall, tape recorders, Walkman, and music are prohibited. That's wrong. 100%. Music and new detentions are completely associated. I'm telling you, if we put music in new detentions, the IQ level and learning ability of students would be increased in non-countable exponential methods. Okay.
Okay, should we?
Wait, we got one more rule. Rule number 5, follow all directions of study hall supervisor on matters not specifically listed above. That's like giving them all the rights in the world. How can you do that? That gave the person in the study hall.
We have rights too as students, right?
Yeah, that just gave them all rights. That's saying they can make you do anything. That is against the Constitution, blatantly against our Constitution.
We have a problem at Sentinel with litter. Actually, with all the high schools, we have a problem with litter. And
cigarette butts.
And this could be causing closed campus. Correct?
Correct. That'd be
Any
bad.
comment, Corey?
Closed campus, I'd be against all rights of the Constitution. Again, I bring up the Constitution because all they want to do is destroy our rights. Stick up for them. But you have to quit littering because I don't know why they do it. So you go look at Hoagieville. Have any of you guys looked at Hoagieville? It's sick. People just throw things out of their car. I don't know.
So the problem is litter, and we must solve it. So here's a video by Journalism 1 students on litter at Sentinel.
Does Sentinel have a litter problem?
we have a lot more litter than what needs to be. We have provided the trash barrels, etc., around both inside and outside of the building, and it's just a matter, I think.
Neighbors of Sentinel have different views of their litter problems. These ladies had no problem with the litter around their home. Other neighbors would not speak for fear that their children would have been harmed by those with opposing views.
And I think the people have very legitimate claims. There's litter, there's people that it looks like they've cleaned out their car in front of their property or on their property. Of course, the cigarette butts we always hear about, and that is a problem. You know, if you have respect for your property and you're trying to keep it clean, you don't appreciate it.
Okay, so with this problem, what do you see as solution?
A lot of peer pressure. There's been some comments from people that have complained in the past that it is getting better. It's by no means extinct, but they feel that the kids are trying a little harder. We're seeing a little bit less mess here and there, and then there's occasions when it's not there. But it's a community problem. I don't think it's only the kids, and of course the kids get the brunt of things because they are doing it at Pacific times. But you know, you can also look at the adults, and you know, we just have to do some things like get groups, perhaps like the highway department has, where you see the signs that a particular group is cleaning up that area.
The debate of a closed campus still goes on because of the litter problems caused around Sentinel.
Okay.
That was great thing on litter. I'm glad I watched that.
Corey, let's see it. The boots. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
What about the boots?
I think they were
Okay.
on TV. Did you see the boots?
Oh, wow.
See? Wow.
These
okay.
things are great. Okay, look, we just want to show you these two Hastings cards. Look how different they are. I mean, chaos. This is chaos. What's happening to our world? We have two different Hastings cards. Okay.
Okay. Now back to the news. We're gonna watch something now about the Humane Society. So here goes.
We receive approximately 2,000 animals every year here at the shelter. That's down a lot from what it used to be. We used to receive as many as 8,000 animals. This year we're hoping to come in at under 2,000. Most of the animals that we receive here at the shelter have not been spayed or neutered, but that is a requirement of adoption. If you're going to adopt an animal, it has to be spayed or neutered when it goes. We're always asking the community to support us in any way that they can. Because we're not a government agency, we exist solely by the memberships that we have, by donations from the community, whether that's in the form of food, or if it's volunteering your time here at the shelter, or in other ways as well. All of the computer equipment, for example, that we have here at the shelter has been donated by private individuals. Our needs vary from month to month, and if someone is interested in making a donation, all they need to do is call us and we'll be happy to tell you what we need. Or because we have such regular needs, you can always count on us needing blankets, bedding for the animals, toys for cats or dogs, as well as quality food for dogs or cats, primarily Purina products or IMS or Science Diet. If we did find that adoption rates went up during holidays, we would be very concerned. The holidays are not a good time for people to bring an animal into their home. It gets too chaotic around Thanksgiving and Christmas with people visiting from out of town, with so many people dropping in. That's not the right environment to start an animal, as we can take care of approximately 90 animals at any one time, but we receive many more cats than we do dogs. It's a difficult decision. We do have some real space considerations. The shelter takes in an average of 7 animals every day that we're open all year long. And that means that some days are quite a bit more, some days are less.
Humane Society was a great flick. because the Humane Society can do things for you.
Okay. Should we call someone?
Let's call somebody.
Who can we call?
Okay. I'm not going to say the number because I don't want you knowing, because I don't want you knowing. It's just...
Okay, Ray? Who are we
Yeah.
going to call?
Good
Okay,
number.
will you talk?
I'll talk.
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know who this is. Shastari is in the house. Cool.
Hello?
Hello, is Russell Hochhalter there?
No, he isn't. Can I take a message?
Is Bradley Hochhalter there?
He's not here either.
Okay, could you just tell him that Corey called?
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you.
I don't even know if Bradley's at work or not. I didn't check with him ahead of time to see.
Okay,
Okay, thanks.
I'll tell him.
thank you.
Okay, that was great.
That
They
didn't
weren't
work.
home.
Like, oh, wait, this is Kev.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, this is the voice of Kevin Higginbotham. You're on the air at MCAT, Kevin.
Am I now?
Yeah.
What's up?
We don't know.
We don't know, but we want to ask
we
you
wanna
some
talk
stuff
to you,
about
yeah.
Sentinel. What do you think about Sentinel High School's litter problem?
Litter problem?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's a bunch of immature jerks who can't throw their stuff away.
See, that's
That's
action.
it.
That's what?
That's action. Kevin knows
So,
what he's
what,
doing.
Kevin, what are the solutions to the litter problem?
What are the solutions? I
Yeah.
say you make anybody in detention go out and clean the parking lot.
Kevin,
Wait, what if you got 5 detentions for smoking cigarettes?
Well, then I think you shouldn't have a detention in the first place.
Okay,
That's a ridiculous reason to get a detention.
that was the topic we had
that
earlier.
was a topic of earlier conversation. Okay.
Anyway, okay.
Um,
Kevin, what do you think needs to be done to save the world's population problem?
World's population problem?
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
okay. I have a question, Kevin.
Yeah.
You are in the Nutcracker.
Yes,
correct?
I am.
Well, our next video is on the Nutcracker. Do you have any comments on that?
I would just say that this year is a very interesting cast. It's a younger cast
Yes.
than usual. There's not as many experienced older dancers in it, but
Like you, right, Kevin?
no like Eric Haynes, who
Okay.
was in it previously, people who are closer to 25, 28. I'm the oldest dancer in it at 18. And there are a few older adults in it, but most of them they're not doing ballet roles. So it's a very young cast this year, but it's also very good. We've been working real hard, and it's going to be a good show.
All right.
A lot of the choreography has been changed since last year, so it'll be real interesting for anybody who came out last year. It's new. There's a lot of new and different stuff. We had a girl named Amanda Smith who just finished up at the Joffrey Ballet come in and do a lot of choreography for us. So it's really going to be a good deal.
Okay.
How are the costumes for it?
Costumes are great, as usual. Kathy Holly works wonders with costumes. And speaking of, I really have to go because I'm late for rehearsals.
Okay, thanks, Kevin.
Great, have fun, Kevin.
Nutcracker Ballet was first done by Rudolf Nureyev in Stockholm, Russia on February 29, 1868. The music is by Peter Tchaikovsky, including the songs Waltz of the Flowers, Dance of the Snowflakes, and Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. The story was created by Marius Petipa. The Nutcracker is about a young girl who receives the Nutcracker from her Uncle Drosselmeyer. That night, Clara has dreams of the Nutcracker and her toys fighting mice, which have grown to her size. The Nutcracker was about to be killed by the Mouse King, but Clara hits him on the head. Nutcracker then turns into a prince, and in return whisks Clara to the land of the sweets, where everyone dances for her, thanking her for saving the prince's life.
The Nutcracker's deceiving. It's a beautiful production, and the audience comes and they think, oh, isn't this lovely? And they pay for their ticket and go home and don't quite understand all the cost. Put the show on, it costs around $30,000. That's just the hard money, the checks that we have to write out to pay bills. If we counted all the in-kind donations that people volunteer to hand out programs, hang up posters, help sell backstage, sew costumes, you'd be looking at a $60,000 to $70,000 production.
Okay, do you always have guest dancers?
Pretty much. We started the tradition of having guest performers for the Sugar Plum Fairy a couple years ago. Sugar Plum Fairy and the Cavalier are the lead dancers in the production. And we never have any men that can dance well enough to do that role, so we started importing them. And it just gives the dancers in the show the opportunity to see some really fine dancers from outside the state, and also for the people of Missoula to have a chance to see some really high-quality ballet dancers. So yeah, we always do, pretty much.
Oh, who are they this year?
This year we're having Gina Patterson, who is from the Ballet Austin Company in Texas, and her partner will be Rafael Padilla, and he's from Cuba. So it's going to be sort of interesting to have a Spanish man here in Missoula dancing. I think it'll be exciting. The Nutcracker will be done Thanksgiving weekend. 2 shows on Friday, 2 o'clock matinee and 8 o'clock evening. 2 shows on Saturday, 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. 1 show on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Tickets are available through all the Ticket Ease outlets, and the easiest place to get them is at the University Field House, and you can call 243-4051 to get tickets.
Okay.
I'll die doing the Nutcracker.
Yeah,
Okay, that was great.
great.
Okay,
We can't
answer this phone
yeah.
call because it's for MCAT.
Alternative sports. We have a cool thing on alternative sports which I'm guest appearing in, I think, and don't hold anything against me or my actions. I was forced into it by Iran-Contra stuff. So, watch and enjoy.
So tell me, what do you experience when you're diving?
Well, a lot of people think it might be claustrophobic because it almost is in somewhere like Flathead where there's no color and there's silt, but it's really not because you go down in the water in a place that's like Bahamas where there's a lot of reef, and it's got colors everywhere from the reefs, and there's fish all around. It's filled with life. You can't get less claustrophobic than that because it's got so much color and stuff, and I don't know, and you feel you're supported on this one little thing of air in these little tubes, and it's just kind of crazy feeling. Well, the risk factor is kind of good. I mean, I think it's like the second most dangerous sport behind rodeo stuff. 'Cause that's like the most dangerous sport. That's pretty crazy, but that's pretty cool. There's definitely adrenaline in it. I like the colors, the fish, the challenge. It's definitely a challenge. It took a lot of learning, practice. It's not something you can do safely without practice. Because if you're like 60 feet under and you mess up and you don't know what to do, you can't go straight up or you'll die. Alternative sport. Hi, my name's Corey Hoven, and this is Russell Hocalt, our climber extraordinaire. So, Russell, how was doing K2 the other weekend?
I'm not quite experienced to do K2, but I did Pleasant Surprise last week, and I got just about to the top. It's a really tough climb. It's about a 5'11".
What does 5'11" mean for our viewing audience, Russell?
5'11" is the rate of how the how you classify a climb. 5'1" being the easiest, 5'13" being the hardest.
be healthy, you must eat healthy. Stay away from fatty, greasy foods and lean towards healthy foods, such as fruits and vegetables.
Stay away from harmful substances such as nicotine and carbohydrates.
Or she will look like that. And so is biking. See?
Put in too much sand. 15 ways to use flexibility.
Get me on the step.
Endurance. Eat right.
And exercise.
We were just wondering if you can get just like
A Coke.
a Coke from Pizza Hut. Okay,
So,
here, you gotta
okay.
dial this. Pizza Hut delivery, 721.
Well, you gotta talk, okay?
It's busy. You gotta sit down. Okay,
Okay.
okay.
What? 721.
6400.
Talk, Corey.
Okay. I don't know the address here.
Tell her we're on MCAT. Yeah, we do. Pizza Hut doesn't answer the telephone.
You know, if
They're
they're
no
not
longer
the phone, why
servicing.
should I buy
Why
it?
should we buy from Pizza Hut if they're not even... Answers phone. What is that green line on the screen?
Pizza Hut, this is Michelle. Can I get your phone number?
Phone number. We're on MCAT. Let's see. Phone number. 542 6
Can you repeat that, please?
542 6228.
542-6228.
And the address?
MCAT Studios.
MCAT Studios. Okay. Do you know where Hamburger Ace is? It's by Hamburger
I need
Ace.
a specific address to be able to deliver this.
It's on Spruce and
500.
500. 500 Spruce. Northeast Spruce. 500 Northeast Higgins. North Higgins. 500 North Higgins.
And what can I get for you?
Use what entrance? Spruce Street. Use the Spruce Street entrance, and we want, I think, a large Coke. And
Excuse me?
a large Coke and breadsticks.
We can't deliver just breadsticks and pop.
How much is a small pizza?
It depends on what you order. Just cheese is $6.69.
Never mind. I'm not really interested in pizza today. Thank you very much.
Yep.
So, now what?
Parking.
Okay, see, in our parking lot at Sentinel High School, we have these places to park our cars, and they're between two yellow lines. And these yellow lines are really big and far apart. And so, in order to have more parking spaces at Sentinel, they're going to repaint them all and make them smaller.
Do you
So
know
here's
what
a
that
video
means?
on that.
More
There we go.
Well, I think it's a worthy project, a meritorious project. It's nice to have parking places, number one. Number two, to know exactly and precisely where to park is quite another thing. The fact there haven't been precise yellow lines lining up the cars at the particular angles has been designed by who knows, by whom. I think it's fine. I think it's a rather tedious subject. I don't see the relevance. I don't understand how it's going to help these people write more clearly or present themselves in a cogent fashion in their compositions. But you want to paint the lines in the parking lot? Paint them. Who cares? Okay.
Scenario. It's 7:53, and you got 2 minutes to get to class. I couldn't, and there's no parking spots. So they got to renumber. So when you have more parking spots. you can get to school and then it'll be great. And you can get to study hall and you can have your Coke and you can just relax, and you won't be tardy. And then
the current situation is on the parking lot and how repainting it will help it.
Okay, one of the things that we've looked at is the parking spots right now are at 11 feet, and the average size around town, and according to what we've got from the engineer's office for the city, they could go down to about 9 feet. So I guess you would look at out of every 3 parking spots, we could add 1. And hopefully we can come up with enough parking spots to meet our current needs where most students could park in the parking lot.
Okay.
As of this morning, that the drafting 2 class is trying to draw up some plans to see exactly what we can do with the parking lot. Okay?
Do you think, or do the neighbors think repainting the parking lot is a good idea? And do you think it'll ease their complaints a little bit?
Well, they feel that, that the parking is falling over into the residential area. Many of those people are retired and they have visitors during the week that would like to come to their houses, but there isn't any parking. And they were really hopeful that that could alleviate some of those problems.
Okay, that was really cool.
Good video. I really enjoyed that video. I must say that was the best video I have ever watched.
We litter every day, polluting our precious environment. Not only are we slowly killing ourselves with toxins and poisons, but we are also diminishing the populations of wild animals and plants. We are disregarding the fading beauty nature has to offer. Peering into the once pristine waters of the world, we can see the problems of pollution worsening. The skies, too, are turning gray and soon will be deadly for all. Please do your part in preserving the environment as well as life as we presently know it. It requires only recycling, conservation, and awareness.
I like Mr. Zinni, but never mind.
Okay, okay, so now we're going on to something about speech and debate at Sentinel High School, which is a really cool club.
Here is an inside view of the Sentinel speech and debate team as told by members Amy Kane, Nikki Kent, and their coach, Mr. Chamberlain.
The team's strengths, I suppose, would be a certain ability to practice and come in and do a modicum of work under conditions that are less than favorable. First of all, we don't really have a speech room, a place where speech team participants can work together. So I think that we have some real talent, and I think that they're making the most of the talent under the circumstances.
The strengths of our team, I think the most important strength is that we all get along really well. We're all friends and we're all really dedicated to what we're doing, and that makes a big difference in how we perform at meets. I think our biggest weakness is probably a lack of evidence. We have a tendency to make up what we say.
Well, speech is only involved in original oratory and serious interpretation of literature and humorous interpretation of literature. And I would probably say our original oratory, because Amanda is really good and she took first of the last week.
Amanda McGinnis, I think, looks very strong. She actually won the oratory event at Butte, which is quite a feat. That's an invitational tournament that involves virtually all the AA schools in the state. We have a sophomore named Amy Kane that I think is very promising. She's come close to making finals in both tournaments. Also, Shannon Johnson made the finals at Butte. She's also promising, and I expect her to make the finals in the state tournament.
team hasn't done that well, but I think that we've got all kinds of potential for improvement.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that was a good video. That was a really good video. Okay.
Good video. Excellent. Blackout.
Fish.
Inducing. Okay.
Fish.
Uh.
No, we don't want to go straight to
Do what?
We don't want to go straight to something else.
Okay, that was good. That was neat. Did you enjoy that? I bet you enjoyed that. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go to something else. Marching band.
Okay, this is a really cool video because I'm in it. Okay, go ahead.
She's in the marching band video.
Yeah.
The marching band at Sentinel is so good that touches my heart. You'll watch this and you'll be impressed. You will be at home recovering for days from watching such an amazing piece of art.
Because we just have a really, really good marching band at Sentinel High School.
What do you play?
So
Are you in?
I play the flute.
She plays the
Did
flute.
you ever play an instrument, Corey?
I played the trombone, but I got kicked out of band.
What'd you do, Corey? Rather not say. No
I
comment.
just played the trombone really bad.
Okay, so on to that video now.
That was good. Aren't you proud of our marching band? Okay, we're gonna call another person because this phone thing is really cool. Okay, this person is an expert. Hello, is this Brian Throw?
Who?
Is this Brian Throw?
No. You called the wrong number, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you very much. See, you can't even tell what these things can do.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is this Brian Throw?
Yes, it is.
You're on the air with MCAT. And we heard that you're an expert in the field of, fighting.
Fighting?
Yeah, is this true?
Oh, sure, sounds just a whole lot like me.
Great. We're wondering, we heard you go to Wazoo College.
Yes, I do.
And we heard the Cougars really destroyed the Huskies yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the Apple Cup. Kick some butt.
Today far. Did you hear that? The Wazoo is doing good. And what's this make their standings?
We're 24th in the nation right now.
24th in the nation. Does that mean anything in particular?
Means we're going to a bowl game.
Oh, are you? What bowl is that? Toilet.
I don't know.
Can you, by any chance, clean this bowl with Arm & Hammer?
No.
Just wondering. Okay.
There's no filters on this bowl.
Okay.
Okay. Great. We're happy. Okay. So Brian, Throw. What do you think about Pizza Hut? Do you think they should deliver Cokes or what?
Hey, wait, Coke's not
It does deliver Coke.
No, it doesn't. Not unless you get a pizza.
You
They deliver in Pullman.
You can't even get just.
Oh, they can do it in Pullman. Yeah, but they have
Coke
like
and
powers down there. Okay, just in case anybody's interested in going to Wazoo College, Washington State University, would you give us a little facts on this great school?
Facts on the school?
Yeah. Why do you go there?
It's a Pac-10 school. A lot of people
education.
See, wait. What is this school? All you know is about parties and football
What about
games.
the education?
Yeah, have you done any of that yet? You're a quarter into your schooling.
The education? It's okay. Multiple choice tests, if you like multiple choice tests.
So this is what a Pac-10 school is. Parties, football, and third grade education tests.
Yes.
Okay, well, it was great interviewing with you.
You're welcome.
Have fun, and we hope you grow up to be big and tall.
Okay.
Okay, be careful.
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Can we... Okay.
Hello, this is MCAT. We had a phone call, but they're not wishing to talk to us, so.
That was cool.
Okay.
Both lines are filled, too.
Wow, that means we can't call
Wait.
you.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is MCAT.
Hello, am I on the air?
Yeah.
Thank you. I would just like to say that this show is completely and utterly lame. What do you guys think you're doing? You guys are complete idiots. Look at that blonde-headed girl from Texas. She's a geek. And that retard Corey, oh, I ought to kick his butt.
Okay, we choose not to talk to him any longer.
That was Conrad Burns. Thank you. His education's of a third grade level. Wait. Watch this. Hello?
What you been here for, you punks? I'll kick your butts. Why don't you get a cool show on the air, like maybe Hellgates or Big Skies, huh? They're so nice and conservative, like a show should be.
Thank you.
We like liberalism.
Conrad Burns, how would you like to, help our world out?
How would I like to what? How would I like to take your head off with a baseball bat?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, well, okay, I think
Well,
Dad is
I'm getting the out of here. So,
Okay, hang on. Okay.
And that is the person you voted for. Don't blame me. I didn't vote for him.
Not, okay, now. Okay, now, we're gonna show a video about the French programs at Sentinel High School, and it'll be really good.
La scène, dans un salon de thé. Les personnages, dedans. Les parents sont toujours fiers des accomplissements de leurs enfants et aiment beaucoup en parler. Deux mamans discutent le mérite respectif de leurs enfants.
Ma fille chez madame parle un anglais impeccable et mon fils madame est un linguiste accompli. Il parle couramment plusieurs langues. Comment est son allemand? Il est parfait. Il le parle comme un vrai berlinois. Et son italien? Il le parle comme s'il était né à Rome. Et espagnol? Quand il le parle, tout le monde le prend pour un espagnol. Parle-t-il aussi l'espéranto? L'espéranto? Comme un natif du pays.
Un directeur bien connu pour son énergie et son manque de tolérance envers les fainéants était en train d'inspecter un entrepôt quand il se trouve en présence d'un jeune garçon assis sur une caisse et qui se tournait les pouces en sifflant gaiement. Le directeur s'arrête, interdit. On n'avait jamais vu ça dans sa maison de commerce.
Combien gagnez-vous par semaine?
50 francs.
Voilà vos 50 francs. Vous êtes congédié.
Le jeune garçon empoche l'argent sans rien dire et sort. Après son départ, le directeur demande au contre-maître qui passait.
Depuis combien de temps ce jeune garçon travaille-t-il pour nous?
Ce n'est pas un de nos emplois. Il est devenu libre de prospectus que nous avions commandé à l'imprimeur.
J'ai ma boîte à outils et voici ma marteau. Où sont des clous? Non, je ne veux pas ma tournevis. Ah, des clous. Ah, bonjour, veux-tu m'aider?
Bien sûr, je vais chercher le scie. Est-ce que tu as un mètre?
Oui, dans la boîte à outils.
Il y a beaucoup de cire.
Oui, je le balayerai avec le balai. Où est la poubelle?
C'est là-bas, à côté de l'échelle.
Ah. Ce sont les utiles. Et puis, voici la maison qu'on attend.
Le message. La porte que quelqu'un a ouverte. La porte que quelqu'un a refermée. La chaise où quelqu'un s'est assis. Le chat que quelqu'un a caressé. Le fruit que quelqu'un a mordu. La lettre que quelqu'un a lue. La chaise que quelqu'un a renversée. La porte que quelqu'un a ouverte. La route où quelqu'un court encore. Le bois que quelqu'un traverse. La rivière où quelqu'un gisait. L'hôpital où quelqu'un est mort.
In the classifieds today, we found a roommate wanted, so we're gonna call and see if they want us.
We're gonna move in.
Yeah, I hate this thing. I'm just used to that. Okay.
Located for Corey, dude.
Speaker.
Susie.
so long to answer the
Yeah.
phone.
Back when
I
I
like
was young, I'd
been
have the phone in my hand at all times.
You've reached 5.3.
Susie's not home today to love you. Another roommate wanted. Okay.
That's an old paper.
We don't care.
Okay.
Less like cats. Do you like cats, Corey?
Hate cats.
Corey, maybe you're not qualified enough for this position.
I know. We'll test how strong he is.
Oh.
Hello. We're wondering about your ad for roommate.
What's up?
We're on MCAT. Could we put your voice in the air?
Sure.
We're wondering how serious you are on that cat signet. We must like cats.
Very much so.
Is that? What if you like to eat cats? Is that acceptable?
What's that?
What if you like to just eat cats? Or
That's fine, yeah. You just have to like them in some way.
Okay, confirm.
Okay, what if I don't want to eat the cats? What if I want it to live with me?
No, that'd be fine too.
Okay.
Ecologically minded. So does that mean you can't throw your crap all around? Isn't that being picky?
Excuse me?
So, okay, what's this ecologically minded stuff? I'm just wondering.
It's already been filled.
Oh, it's already been filled?
Yeah.
Can you take
Well,
two
what
more
if I was
people?
really good? What if I came over there and my voice changed and I was some really good-looking person and you
Would
just
you
fell in love?
take a girl?
Yeah.
Cool. Then would you kick the new person that is filled this position? Would you just kick them out and go?
That's me.
Oh, it's you.
Oh no. Do you like cats?
No, I'm allergic to them.
Yeah, right.
Then why'd you call and get the room?
Yeah, it says must like cats.
I don't know. I just needed a place.
What's your
Was there
what's
all
your
guys
literacy
living there?
level? Just wondering. Curious.
Excuse me?
What's your literacy level? Just curious. I'm not harking on you or anything. I'm just wondering.
Oh, no.
Did you hang up on me? Dude,
Corey,
didn't.
what'd you do that for?
Well, he got an apartment.
That was not very.
Hello kids! Welcome to Bus Driver Bob's Safety Tips. Today's topic is how to get off the bus. And here's our favorite bus driver, Bob!
How you doing? All right. We all have to ride the bus. And we also have to get off safely. So here I am to tell you how to do it properly. Let's go to our first problem area. Another proper procedure in riding the bus is to make sure you're always seated so the bus driver is not distracted. As in, Susie, sit down, Susie, please. And always remember the proper procedure of getting out the bus is please don't push. Now, Margaret, knock that off. Thank you. This is bus driver Bob again, showing you the safety exits. There's one on either side of the bus, right or left, usually focused in the center. Let's go back here to our main emergency exit just in case there's a head-on collision, which is very bad. You come back here very calmly, do not panic, and you lift up on the green lever and push. You step out slowly, making sure not to hurt yourself or sprain an ankle. Make sure when you're always exiting from the bus to always leave from the front of the bus. Like Margaret here and Susie and of course Mark, they're happy kids because they're going to school.
All right, well that's all for this week, kids. See you next week and have a happy day.
What was wrong with that picture? One more time. He's not wearing a helmet. You should always wear a helmet. Always.
Besides the family, teachers are the second most influential factors that mold a person's character. We have asked some seniors here at Sentinel what the most important thing they have learned from a teacher is.
There needs to be a mutual respect between the teacher and the student. Only then will the two be able to work in perfect harmony.
My teachers at Sentinel have taught me a lot of things. I think they've taught me very well how to learn. They've given me the inspiration to do that. I plan on going to college next fall, and my teachers here have really inspired me to achieve all that I can. And they've let me know just how much it is that I can do, even when I didn't believe that I could accomplish it. They made me realize I could. I think that that's probably the greatest thing that a teacher could give anyone.
We also asked some teachers here at Sentinel what they feel is the most important thing that they tried to teach their students.
You asked me a question about how you felt I could be effective as a teacher, what I could do for my students. And I could give you the pompous answer and talk all about all of my knowledge about English and composition and literature. But I think I'd rather go the other way. You're supposed to and say that maybe one of the best things that I can do is to teach students responsibility, cooperation, and maybe a little bit of enthusiasm somewhere along the way, in addition to the fact that you should all be immediately falling in love with Shakespeare forever and ever, amen.
I think the most important thing that any teacher can give to a student is an appreciation for learning. And perhaps that means you have to like what you teach and like who you're teaching.
Teachers are a very important part of our lives, so we need to listen to what they have to offer.
And what are you doing? Yeah, get some exercise. Get up, get moving, and get alive.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday.
Okay, that's the end of our show, and we had all these great videos, and now we're done.
Now we're done. But maybe your number will appear on the good old phone someday.
And
we'll be calling you, so be scared, be feared.
And we hope you liked our show, and we love all our viewers, and we love Sentinel High School. Yeah.
If he doesn't pick one of those things, yeah. Well, we love you.
We love you.
Are you guys gonna fade off? Oops.
Fade.
The end of Roger Rabbit.
Good job, guys. Okay, we can perform a song.
That was
I
pretty
guess.
good.
Want to perform a song? Yeah. From Having a
Okay, a song from Shustari.
Okay, this is called Having a Roni. It's a cover of a Vanilla Ice tune.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What it's like having a Roni. What it's like having a Roni. Bop bop skip bop skip bop 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 zip bop. Hey! What it's like having a Roni. What it's like having a Roni. Oh yeah, VIP in full effect. Whoop to your mother.
Woo! Okay.
That was our tribute to Vanilla Ice.
That was great.